I just make my own, for gosh sakes, because this is so awesome. Chef has an amazing reputation. He has won multiple Michelin stars. His most recent restaurant is a butcher shop / also restaurant that features meat. So if you can imagine being able to afford to go to a Michelin star restaurant and eat the meat he chooses, wouldn't that be wonderful? Well, that's what he's done for us. That is exactly what you're getting here. This is our huge 20-count, 2-ounce grass-fed filet medallions. He only picks the best of best for a restaurant, so he's not gonna pick something less than the best for you and I. And here's your chance to be able to get that experience. This is a massive collection. We have a couple options. You can get this as a single ship, and say, great, I just want to try it one time. Or what I love the best is you're locking in $60 off right now, because we also have this on auto ship for up to 2 years, and we're including free shipping on it. So once you get these, you don't want to be without them. You can control auto ship, slow it down, speed it up, whatever you want to do. But grab the auto ship because you're saving $60 right now if you pick them up tonight. We also have what's called a future shipment. So if you want them right now, great. If you'd like to delay that a little bit longer, maybe get a little closer to the holidays, you can ask for the future shipment date as well. All right, Chef, so I want to jump into this because obviously one of the most successful things you do beyond your cookware is you've really introduced us to some of the finest meats, poultry, fish in the world. And I was so tickled to do the filet medallions because these are an absolute favorite.
Oh, yeah. I mean, have a look at how many of these you're taking home. 22-ounce fillets. Now, I think the reason these are so popular, I was talking to my mum about it actually, and she said, love, one of these is enough for me. And I said, is it really, Mum? Because I'm greedy and I can eat 4 of them. And she said, no, seriously, one's enough for me. Maybe she cooks 2 for her hubby. So, you know, it really is up to you as to how many of these you're going to have. But I'm going to pass those to you guys because I want to cut into one of them so everyone can just see the juicy, delicious quality. So let me just cut straight on through that. Have a look at how succulent that beef is. I mean, does it get any better than that? It is just so beautiful and succulent. It is perfectly cooked, by the way. But watch this, even just with my fingers, I can just pull that meat apart. I'm not even using a fork or a knife or a spoon. I'm just literally pulling it apart because that is how tender it is. Now, of course, if I wanted to grab a spoon over here, I can just cut straight on through it. Same deal with a knife, with a fork. You know, so talk about fork tender. You don't even need to use a knife. You can just go ahead and cut through it like that. But of course, the best part is the flavor of this beef. Oh man, it's grass-fed, right? No antibiotics, no added hormones, free-range animals. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it.
I'm already down through one piece. It's so good, so delicious. Yeah. Oh, it just, you know what, Chef, it melts in your mouth. Now, where did you discover this? And how do you go about the process of finding your meats and all your poultry and things?
Well, look, it's the most important thing that I do as a chef is source great quality food. I started my career as a butcher and I own a butcher shop right here in Hollywood. So if we don't, look at that beautiful succulent piece of beef. If we don't find the very best steak and I'm a steakhouse, well, guess what? I'm kind of out of business. It's like a shoe shop selling terrible shoes. They're not going to be around long, Suze. You know, if I'm going to pride myself on being a butcher and pride myself on having my own butcher shop, I better have good meat. And this is the best of the best. We meet all of the ranches that we purchase from, so we know the breed, we know the feed, we know where they come from, and have a look at how succulent and juicy. The other great thing about this is how easy these are to cook, because they come to you in these perfect little packages. There I am, I'm on a farm out in Australia there looking at a grass-fed herd that we're really interested in. You know, I make TV shows around this stuff. I was just 4 weeks ago on another farm looking at an entire different cattle farm. We also looked at a lamb farm. I'm always out there meeting those farmers, and that's really an important part of this process. I know where your food comes from and I wouldn't give it to you unless it was the best of the best. Look at these. individually packaged, right? So when you want one, you open one. They come to you frozen. You're going to defrost it on my defrost cutting board if you like. It's a cutting board on one side, and the defrost board, it'll defrost it for you in twice the speed. When you remove it from the package, you can cook this in a red-hot DuraPan, like 400 degrees, and it'll take maybe 2 minutes on each side. You can cook them outside on the grill if you want to. I know it's getting a bit chilly to be outside on the grill in most of the country, but I tell you what, when you cut into the steak, and just have a look at how succulent and beautiful that beef is. So if one's enough for you, then guess what? Go for it, just like my mum. If you're like me and you want to eat 3 or 4 of them, absolutely, go right ahead. You're getting 20.
Hey, Chef, can I read a couple of the customer comments? Because I went online and I was digging around, and it's phenomenal. And I liked, my favorite thing about reading your reviews was what you did with it. Like, one gal said, put it on skewers with onion, pepper, mwah, perfect. Another gal said she used them in chili, and it was like the best chili she's ever eaten in her entire life. Another gal, I thought this was great, Libby, she said, I did good old mashed potatoes on one round, and then she used it in stir fry. Can you imagine, you're using a filet medallion in stir fry, how scrumptious and delicious and soul satisfying that's gonna be. So I thought it was really fun. People said these are perfect. They loved that it was the delivery, and it was really easy to actually make them. Another gal said so happy that she got these on auto delivery. Now I want to talk about that for a second too. If we don't have auto delivery, and it's on, say, a regular price, it's $179. Now remember, this is Chef Curtis Stone.
Right.
He's won multiple Michelin stars. You know, he knows the good stuff, right? And we get to spend some time in his world that I wouldn't be able to afford to go to a Michelin star restaurant. Love to, but can't afford it. This is his world, right? She loved auto ship because she keeps delving into this high-end world of some of the finest meats you'll have in the world. And she locked in the price. Here's what you can do on auto ship. Now, you can cancel this at any time. The problem is you have to get it while we offer it on auto ship. This you're gonna get and save $60 every time it's sent to you, and it's free shipping. That's huge to get such a huge savings on this, guys. And you're getting 20 really meaty, beautiful pieces. There's not a lot of fat, there's not a lot of gristle, there's not a lot of rubbery stuff. It's all the best of the best, but grab that auto ship. Now, if you want future shipment, that's also available on auto ship, and the future ship starts November, what was it again? December 3rd. So if you want to delay that first shipment or the single shipment till 12/3, just go, I want future shipment. If you want starting to ship it right now, you can. And Chef, I thought it was great the gal mentioned on auto ship how much she was so happy she was able to get these on auto ship, because she obviously doesn't want to be without them.
That's right, and that's the perfect way to experience it. I mean, look at how much you're taking home. That's 1 2-ounce fillet right there, right? So if you wanted to serve, maybe you like doing a little steak sandwich. Let me go ahead and cut this one as well. This one's a little rarer. You can cook them well done. They're still juicy. You can cook them medium well. You can cook them rare. Totally up to you. Now, I'm slicing this nice and thin. I've taken 2 of those fillets, right? Have a look at what I'm going to do. Straight over my little salad here with Parmesan. So there's great ways to serve this. And that's what you were talking about a moment ago, Suze. I'm going to go and be really generous and put those 4 ounces. Now, maybe that's a sharer for you, or maybe you want to have the whole thing for yourself. I'm going to finish it off with just a little salt and pepper. Right next door, I did it with a chimichurri and mashed potatoes. Absolutely fantastic. Let me cut through another one. I want you to see how juicy they are. I'm just going to stand it up. You ready for this? I'll just cut the end off. Look at it. Just so succulent and juicy. Now, I can cut through it again, and even down towards the end, still succulent and juicy. So the flavor of this is absolutely everything. I'm going to take those gorgeous 3 pieces straight over my asparagus here. I've got another 3 slices. So many great ways to serve filet. It's lean, so this is the one that the doctors want you to eat, right? The doctors don't want you to eat the fattier ones. They want you to have nice lean protein, and that's exactly what this is. A little bit of dressing going over the top there, over that beautiful asparagus. But it's still indulgent, so lean but indulgent, and that to me is really everything, because you want that beautiful, I mean, we all know fillet or filet is the tenderest cut in beef, and of course it is also Very, very flavourful. Look at how succulent and juicy that is. And you can just see the fibres of the meat. I mean, I can literally just pull it apart. So you can imagine, Suze, this literally melts in your mouth. Even a thick piece of steak like this, I can cut through it, right through it with
I don't have to imagine, Chef. I'm now into my third piece while you're talking. There were three when we started. I'm down to one. Okay, I do want to mention the thawing boards and the cutting board that he showed you just a moment ago. It's a set of two. It's another one of your favorites. It's a customer pick. I have it in black, turquoise, and red. So if you do want more, thanks guys. If you want more information on the cutting board, that's also a thawing board. Please ask about those, and we've got a couple colors in that. I got to give you an update. Most of you are going for immediate ship, and you're getting the auto ship. That's so smart, because imagine getting some of the finest beef in the world. Guys, you and I usually have to settle for the stuff at the grocery store. Now we're getting the stuff that they serve in the nice places, right? What he picks. I'm there. I'm all in on this. I love filet. It's my favorite cut as well. Just a little FYI, Chef, there's a local place that serves it, and I go in, and for a meal, it'll be maybe, you know, a 4-ounce, 6-ounce max. Pretty much a 4-ounce, so it'd be 2 of these. And again, mashed potatoes and some veggies and maybe a salad. Easily that meal at my local restaurant, which is not Michelin starred, is gonna be about $40 to $60. So I could eat 2 of these and spend 40, 60 bucks out, or have 20 of these for the price of 2 of those meals at the restaurant. Let alone, I can't imagine what it is to go to yours, but just even locally, guys, for me to get filet, you guys know you're spending premium money for a single meal, and it's gonna be maybe 4 to 6 ounces. Here, you're getting 22 ounce, okay, each, for the price of a couple of meals at a restaurant. So clearly this is
so
incredible
how much is
value.
it per portion?
That's a good question.
Is it like $5 or $6
Yeah,
per
wait,
piece?
my
Is
producer,
that kind of the
he's gonna figure it out. So yeah, 119 divided by 20, we're gonna figure that out too. And typically, Chef, okay, that's great. It's less than $6 per 2-ounce portion. That's amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God.
I mean, you can't get a fast food hamburger for less than $6 these days. So to think that you can get premium grass-fed filet mignon, I mean, it really just is such an incredible, incredible deal. Now, like, I'm cooking most of these medium rare, as you can see, or Matt is, I should say. By the way, this Santoku knife, you guys, every single time I slice through it, it just makes me happy. I'm going to show you the packaging of it one more time in case you just tuned in. It's Japanese steel. We put the little Japanese flag there so you know that it is the highest quality steel. There it is. It's coming to you for, again, less than $20 in this gorgeous gift box. If you want to pick up on that knife, you still can. They are extremely limited, though. We're not going to have enough to get us through the weekend. I know we're not, but if you're shopping with us tonight, then you can absolutely lock one in. Have a look at the juiciness. I mean, isn't that just something else? Oh, yeah. Absolutely fantastic.
That was so good, Chef. Sorry, my mouth's full, I'm eating.
Isn't that so good? No, darling, you go for it. I mean, I'm just going to show you how tender they are. And that's what's so great. So here, I've got a couple of fillets over here, and I've got some quinoa and carrots. Talk about indulgent, but healthy. That's what's so great about this. You know, so delicious, so healthy. Well, maybe you want to hit this with a little bit of soy.
And Chef, you know what I love that you do? I love the grass-fed, because, I mean, guys, if you ever go to the grocery store and you get a filet and it's not grass-fed, and they, you know, you want to make sure there's no antibiotics and that kind of thing, and you can't find it, and then you go to the, let's say the, you know, organic version or grass-fed, you pay substantially more for that if you can even find it at your local grocery shop. Please don't do that. Please really indulge yourself in getting the, you know, the very finest you're going to find in the world. We're so lucky to have Chef be able to procure these for us. It's amazing. Well, Chef, I've got to say goodbye for now, but thank you for a great launch and a great start to a new day.
So fun to see you. I've got such a talented team here working their butts off with me, so thank you guys. Can't wait till tomorrow. Suze, get some rest. Nice to see you.
All right, we'll see you.